Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and welcome back to the NABARD ARD Static series through MCQs. Students, here we are with another video lecture that is on the topic farming system, and most importantly today we will be focusing on organic farming. Why so? Because many questions has been asked in your NABARD exams from organic farming. Okay, that is why we will be discussing it in detail. And before starting my video, I request you all to just know about an initiative that has been taken by EduTap as they have launched this NABARD guidebook. Okay, so this guidebook is providing you all the information regarding NABARD and how you can become a NABARD assistant manager. Okay, what is your eligibility criteria, syllabus, and also this book is providing you a 6-step strategy to crack NABARD exam plus the resources which you can refer for your preparation. So for downloading this guidebook for free, okay, this is for free. You have to see that this is for free, and for downloading this you have to go to the description box, register yourself and download this guidebook. So student, that was all. Let's move on to the video. So first of all, I would like to discuss the question that I have given you in the previous video, which is, in which of the following tillage operation is done by employing rotatory action of the special tool to cut, break and mix the soil? Okay, students, just for a recap, as we have discussed conservation tillage in the previous video, and under conservation tillage we have discussed various concepts like your zero tillage, your minimum tillage and your rotatory tillage. Now, from the language of the question, you must have guessed that, see, employing rotatory action to cut, break and mix the soil. Okay, rotatory action is being employed. Then cut, break and mix means your primary plus your secondary action is being done just in one go. Your primary plus secondary tillage is being done in just one go. So that is why the answer for this question will be rotatory tillage. Okay. Now, moving on to the topic with the first question that has come in your NABARD Read 2017 phase 1. What is slash and burn agriculture? And your options are zoom cultivation, organic cultivation, nomadic herding, subsistence farming, none of the above. First, let us discuss what is the farming system, what are the farming system, okay, and let's try to answer this question after that. Okay. So students, I would like to tell you that a farming system is an appropriate mix of all farm enterprises, okay? And why a farmer is trying to do mixing all the enterprises? Just to increase its profitability, okay? So appropriate mix of farm enterprises for increasing its own economic benefit, that is your farming system. And it has been divided into 3 parts: your semi-commercial system, traditional and commercial system. Students, as the name suggests, in traditional system, all the traditional techniques of the agriculture is being done, okay? All your traditional knowledge, all your traditionally which we were following in the past, and that has been used, that is being used in your traditional agriculture. Moving on to the commercial system. Commercial system means use of all the advanced techniques and technology, all the advanced machine, that is your using all these type of things for farming, that is your commercial system. Moving on to the next, that is semi-commercial system. See, as the name suggests, semi-commercial, so it is in between your traditional plus commercial, okay? It is in between your traditional plus commercial. Okay, so that is your semi-commercial system. Here your few modern techniques and your traditional farming is being done together, okay? Now let's discuss this in detail. Students, your semi-commercial system has been divided into 2, that is cropping system and mix system. Now what is the difference between both of them? First, see, cropping system is basically the cropping pattern, okay? The pattern in which you are growing crops plus its interaction with the resources, your all farm resources. That is your cropping system, okay? Now you're moving on to the mix system. Students, in mix system, what a farmer is trying to do, he is mixing 1 or 2 enterprises, like he have a crop field and has a livestock, okay? He is trying to mix those enterprises. And why he is doing this so? Because his aim is to increase its profitability. His aim is to increase its economic benefit. So that is your mixed system. Okay. Now moving on to the traditional system. In traditional, you have to know about 2 things, that is subsistence and shifting cultivation. In subsistence agriculture, students, what happens? Farmers are doing agriculture just to sustain their life, just to sustain the life of their family. Okay, so that type of agriculture is known as subsistence agriculture. Moving on to the shifting cultivation, students, I'd like to tell you that in northern part of northeastern part of our country, this shifting cultivation is being practiced. See, what is the meaning of this thing? In shifting cultivation, what happens? The farmers go to a land. Okay, they cultivate, they cut all the vegetation, cultivate it. Okay, they sow the crop, cultivate it year after year, and when the soil fertility get degraded, okay, they move to another land. And similarly, this patterns goes on. So that is why shifting, land is being shifted. So that is why it is called as shifting cultivation. Okay, एक जगह पे आए, वहां पे कल्टीवेशन किया, जब लैंड की क्वालिटी, सॉइल फर्टिलिटी डिग्रेड हो गई तो दूसरी जगह पे गए, एंड आफ्टर सम ईयर दे रिटर्न बैक टू दैट प्लेस. Here you can see that land is shifted. Okay, you have to remember that crop is fixed. If they are growing rice is fixed, but just land is shifted. Okay, that is your shifting cultivation. Moving on to the next, that is commercial, and under your commercial, your perennial crops and livestock is covered. Okay, as you know that for commercial we have to we are using huge technologies and huge things. So all your perennial crops which have the lifespan of more than 2 to 3 years are covered under commercial, and your livestocks. Okay, so that was the classification of farming system. Now let's try to see the type of farming system that has been done in India. Okay, so first is your subsistence farming system. As I have already told you, see, we know that in India the marginal land holding of farmer is very less. Okay, average marginal land holding. We know that many of farmers in India have less land holding, so they are just doing agriculture to sustain their life, and such type of agriculture is known as subsistence farming system. Okay, now moving on to the specialized farming system. Okay, so students, under a specialized farming system, what is happening is that a farmer has two enterprises. Okay, two or more enterprises, but more than 50% of its income is coming from single enterprise. Okay, that is your specialized type of farming system. When a farmer have 2 to 3 enterprise, but more than 50% of its income is coming from single one, that is your specialized farming system. Moving on to the integrated farming system, as the name suggests, integrated. Okay, we are integrating all the farm enterprises, be it your poultry, be it your livestock, be it your crop production, all your vermicompost, all these farm enterprises are mixed, integrated. That is your integrated farming system. Okay, now moving on to the conventional farming system. Student, in conventional farming system, we are using all the advanced technology, all the advanced resources, be it your heavy pesticides, be your chemicals, all the nutrients, fertilizers, all we are using in this conventional farming system. Okay, so basically this farming system has been done in by the farmers who are large landholders, who have the large land holding. So such type of farming system is known as conventional farming system. Okay, now moving on to the alternate farming system. See students, here you can see in conventional farming system we are using chemicals, we are using pesticides, we are using insecticide, we are using fertilizers. So there are many many environment consequences that can happen from this conventional farming system. That is why we will be moving, we are moving to alternate farming system. Okay, due to the drawbacks of conventional farming system, we are shifting to alternate farming system. And your alternate farming system is like your organic farming. Okay, where the chemicals are not used, where we are using our organic manures for the farming, for the crop production. So such type of farming system are known as alternate farming system. Okay, now let's come back to the question, which was, what is the slash and burn agriculture? Your options are zoom cultivation, organic cultivation, nomadic herding, subsistence farming, none of the above. And the right answer for this question, as I have already discussed with you, that, okay, see, I have told you about the shifting cultivation and zoom cultivation. Okay, we haven't discussed this slash and burn cultivation. but let me clear out this for you. See, slash and burn means I have told you that farmers go to a place, they cut out all the vegetation, they burn out all the vegetation and then cultivate it. That is why your shifting cultivation is also known as slash and burn cultivation. Okay, so your shifting cultivation, slash and burn cultivation and zoom cultivation, okay, they are same. So the answer for this question is your zoom cultivation. Okay, now moving on to the next question, which says that dash farming is done in the most traditional way possible without any hint of modern techniques. Your options are traditional farming, mixed system, commercial system, all of the above, none of the above. See, the hint is given in the question itself, that most traditional way without any modern techniques. So your answer will be, traditional farming. Okay, moving on to the next, that is, dash is an important component of farming system which represent cropping pattern used on a farm and their interaction with farm resources. Okay, other farm enterprise and available technology which determine their makeup. See, I have discussed with you that cropping pattern and their interaction with farm resources. Such type of thing, what is this called? Let me first read out the options for you. Is it cropping system, mixed system, commercial system, all of the above, none of the above? So your answer for this is cropping system. Okay, cropping system is your cropping pattern and its interaction with farm resources. Okay, moving on to the next, which says dash is an agriculture system in which a farmer conducts different agriculture practice together, such as cash crops and livestock, and the aim is to increase income through different sources and to complement land and labor demand across the year. Your options are rain-fed agriculture, sustainable agriculture, organic farming, mixed farming, integrated farming. Students, I have discussed this with you that farmer is integrating its farm practices, okay, agriculture practices, to an aim is to increase the income. So that is your mixed farming. Okay, so right answer is mixed farming. Moving on to the next, which says which of the following type of agriculture based on the principle that we must meet the need of present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Your options are rain-fed agriculture, sustainable agriculture, organic farming, natural farming, integrated farming. Now students, see, अब आप confuse हो सकते हो, because यहाँ पे देख सकते हो आप कि agriculture based on the principle that we must meet the need of present without compromising the availability of future generation. Okay, so students, यहाँ पे organic farming भी है, your natural farming भी है, sustainable farming भी है. ठीक है, rain-fed agriculture and integrated ये नहीं होगा option. अब आपको इसमें से decide करना है. See students, we haven't discussed this thing, but I'd like to tell you that whenever we are doing any practice, okay, जब भी हम कोई फार्मिंग कर रहे हैं इस तरीके से कि हम अपने जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, ओके, वी आर जस्ट नॉट ओनली फुलफिलिंग आवर रिक्वायरमेंट, वी आर यूजिंग द रिसोर्सेज फॉर फुलफिलिंग आवर रिक्वायरमेंट एज वेल एज वी आर लुकिंग फॉर द फ्यूचर जनरेशन ऑल्सो. ओके, सो दैट टाइप ऑफ फार्मिंग सिस्टम इज नोन एज योर सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर. ओके, बट अगर आप यहाँ पे कंफ्यूज होंगे कि ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग, नेचुरल फार्मिंग भी हो सकता है, सो स्टूडेंट्स, वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग दिस इन डिटेल इन योर अपकमिंग स्लाइड्स, बट फॉर हियर यू शुड नो दैट सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर, ओके, यू मस्ट नो द वर्ड सस्टेनेबल. सस्टेनेबिलिटी, यू नो दैट सस्टेनेबिलिटी मतलब क्या होता है कि अपनी डिमांड्स को पूरा करना एज वेल एज फ्यूचर डिमांड्स को पूरा करना. सो that is type of agriculture, okay, and here it is has been as agriculture based on principle. Okay, it is based on principle to meet needs of present without compromising the ability of future generation. Okay, future generation की availability को compromise नहीं करते हुए जो हम अपनी present need को fulfill करेंगे, तो such type of agriculture is known as your sustainable agriculture. Okay, so that was the answer for this question, students. Let's now move on to the next question, which has been asked in NABARD Grade 8 2020 Phase 2. So based on the statement mentioned, find the type of farming system. And your statements are use of less herbicide, use of less pesticide. Options are inorganic farming, organic farming, intensive farming, all of the above, none of the above. Students, so let's keep this question for the side first of all, and let's discuss what is organic farming. Okay, as the option is organic farming, one of the option, one organic farming, what we can use in organic farming, what we can neglect in organic farming, and then try to come and then try to answer this question. Okay, see students, in organic farming, so what we are doing in organic farming, we are raising crop, okay, that we are doing in inorganic farming also, but here we are keeping soil alive and in good health. So here we are saying that there is no environment consequences, there is no any environment consequences, okay. So that is the purpose of organic farming, just to do एग्रीकल्चर, बट हमें अपने एनवायरनमेंट का भी ध्यान रखना है, ओके, दैट इज योर ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग. नाउ हाउ वी कैन, अब आप मुझसे पूछ सकते हो कि मैम हम फार्मिंग करेंगे और अगर हम ऑर्गेनिक करेंगे, सो व्हाट वी विल बी गोइंग टू यूज एंड व्हाट वी विल बी गोइंग टू निग्लेक्ट, ओके. See, first of all, how you can do the organic farming by using organic products, okay, organic waste, that is your बेसिक थिंग दैट ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग है तो हम ऑर्गेनिक चीज़ों को यूज़ करेंगे. एंड व्हाट वी विल बी निग्लेक्टिंग ऑल द इनऑर्गेनिक केमिकल्स, इनऑर्गेनिक पेस्टिसाइड्स विच आर सिंथेसाइज्ड, ओके. सो हम इसके बदले क्या यूज़ करेंगे, सो दैट ऑल वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग इन दिस video, okay. So students, first of all I'd like to tell you that what we do not use in organic farming, okay. So all your fertilizers are not used, okay. Your GMO, that is genetically modified organism, okay, genetically modified organism like your BT cotton, they are also not used in organic farming, okay. Then your pesticides, as they are chemical in nature, okay, your herbicides are not used, then your hormones are not used, and feed additives are not used in organic farming, okay. Now let's move on to the thing that, ठीक है, अगर हम ये यूज नहीं करते हैं तो हम किस पे रिलाई कर सकते हैं, ओके. सो स्टूडेंट्स, यू कैन फॉर ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग यू कैन गो फॉर क्रॉप रोटेशंस, ओके. अब अगर सॉइल की फर्टिलिटी कम होती है तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, क्रॉप रोटेशन कर सकते हैं. वी कैन गो फॉर प्रोडक्शन ऑफ लेग्यूम क्रॉप इन बिटवीन, सो दैट सॉइल नाइट्रोजन का क्वांटिटी बढ़ जाए सॉइल में एंड आवर सॉइल फर्टिलिटी इज रिस्टोर्ड. सो दैट इज वाई crop rotation can be used, okay. Your crop residues can be used, okay. crop residues का use कर सकते हैं आप लोग. Then your animal manures, your off farm organic waste and mineral grade rock additives, these are the things which you can rely on, and these are the things which you should not use in organic farming, okay. Now if this is clear to you students, let me tell you about the components of organic farming, okay. As we have discussed, first is crop rotation, okay. In crop rotation what we are doing, let me tell you the definition of crop rotation, that rotation of crops year after year in a planned manner, okay, that is your crop rotation. Purpose of crop rotation is to just maintain our soil fertility, okay. एक ही क्रॉप लगाते रहेंगे तो सॉइल की जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स है वो एग्जॉस्ट हो जाएंगे फॉर दैट पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप. सो वी हैव टू रिस्टोर द सॉइल फर्टिलिटी, सो हम क्या करते हैं, क्रॉप रोटेशन करते हैं. सो दैट इज योर क्रॉप रोटेशन, ओके. Now moving on to the organic manures. So all the manures, you know that all the manures coming from plant waste, animal waste, that all come under your organic manure, okay. And why we are using these manures, because these are rich in nutrients, okay. So alternative of our fertilizer can be these organic manures, okay, which we can use in organic farming and provide nutrient to our soil. Next is your crop residue utilization, okay. Now we have the crop residues and that can be utilized by your biogas plant, okay. So all your crop residues in the in the farm can be utilized in the biogas plant, and then this can be used in your organic farming. Moving on to the next, that your biofertilizer. See students, अब हम फर्टिलाइजर यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम ये ऑर्गेनिक में फार्मिंग में बायो फर्टिलाइजर्स यूज कर रहे हैं. सो व्हाई वी आर यूजिंग दिस, बिकॉज सी in biofertilizer we are not using any kind of chemical, we are using microorganism, okay, which are used to promote growth of crop, okay, by providing a nutrient to the crop. So that is your biofertilizer, okay. Use of microorganism, ठीक है, to promote growth of a crop, which is supplying nutrient to your crops. सॉइल से न्यूट्रिएंट्स लेके आपकी क्रॉप को सप्लाई करेगा, दैट इज योर बायो फर्टिलाइजर, ओके. मूविंग ऑन टू द बायो पेस्टिसाइड. स्टूडेंट्स, एज अ बायो फर्टिलाइजर वी हैव बायो पेस्टिसाइड्स. यहाँ पे भी हम लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म का यूज करेंगे, बट सी पेस्टिसाइड लिखा है ना, पेस्टिसाइड मीन्स जो पेस्ट को कंट्रोल करने के लिए, पेस्ट मतलब योर इंसेक्ट्स, योर डिजीज, योर वीड्स, ओके, दीज आर ऑल योर पेस्ट. सो जो पेस्ट को कंट्रोल, जो हमारे क्रॉप्स को इकोनॉमिक हार्म पहुंचाते हैं, दे आर कंसिडर्ड एज पेस्ट, ठीक है. अब पेस्टिसाइड है तो उनको किल करने के लिए जो माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म यूज होते हैं, दे आर योर बायो pesticide. Okay, if we are using any living organism to kill these pests, that is your biopesticide. Okay, now moving on to the vermicompost. Okay, this is a type of manure, okay, which is enriched. It has its own advantages. So students, vermicompost में क्या होता है कि we are using earthworms for making compost. Okay, quality compost क्यों यूज करते हैं? क्योंकि quality compost बनता है. So that is your vermicompost, and this vermicompost is being used in your organic farming. So now let's move on to the question, which was that based on the statement mentioned, find the type of farming system. Okay, your options were use of less herbicide, less pesticide. Okay, and the right answer for this question will be your organic farming. हमने पढ़ लिया कि organic farming में हम pesticide, herbicide use नहीं करते हैं. ठीक है. Moving on to the next, which says that which of the following is organic in nature? Your options are urea, cow dung, ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, none of the above. Students, from the options, पहले आप options में देखो कि urea is not organic. Okay, then your ammonium sulfate is not organic, your superphosphate cannot be organic, so we are left with only cow dung. So your right answer is cow dung. Okay, now moving on to the next question, which says which of the following microorganism absorbs nutrients from the surrounding and provides them to the plants? Okay, so options are vermicompost, mulch, green manure, biofertilizer, none. Okay, I have discussed this just now, that when we are using microorganism to absorb nutrients from surrounding and it is providing nutrient to the plant, that is your biofertilizer. Okay, biofertilizer. Moving on to the next, that is dash living organism which are pathogenic, disease causing for the pest of interest. Okay, student, pest of interest means see, we have like pest in agriculture. So उस पे जो microorganism, उस पे जो living organism feed करते हैं, उनको kill करते हैं ताकि हमारा benefit हो सके. So options are biofertilizer, biocides, biopesticides, all of the above, none of the above. Okay, so हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है कि जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म यूज होते हैं टू किल द पैथोजेनिक पेस्ट. ओके, दे आर known as your biopesticides. Okay, we have discussed this thing, and now moving on to the practice yourself question. See student, this question you have to practice yourself, and it is an important question because it has been asked in your NABARD exam. Okay, so how long does it take to transition land formed conventionally to organic status? Your options are 3 years, 2 years, 5 years, 1 year, 6 years. Okay, so before that I'll give you a background of this. Before answering this question, I'll give you the background that in organic farming, whenever a farmer is trying to make his farm organic, okay, so he need a farm organic certification. Okay, and for that certification he need to require to keep his land fallow for certain period of time, and that has been asked in this question. Okay, so I request you all to please search this question and try to answer this question, and whatever the answer is, please let me know in the comment box. Okay, so students, that was all for this video, and in next video we will be discussing about cropping system and cropping pattern. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed the video and liked the video. For more such videos, you can join us on our YouTube channel and a Telegram channel. And that was all students. I hope you have liked the video. Thank you. Thank you so much.